Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your greatest online political show, Politics 2022. Politics 2022 is hosted by Sweet Reality Kenya TV. I am your presenter, Otieno Isaiah, and today we host Honorable Isaiah Gwengi. Honorable Isaiah Gwengi is well known as Misumba West Yimbo. Karibu sana, Honorable Isaiah Gwengi, and give us some bit of your background. Welcome.
Okay, I'm Isaiah Gwengi. Was born in a village called Daho in 1984. I studied at Kanyibok Primary School where I did my KCP. Then I proceeded to Senge High School where I did my Form 4. Then I proceeded to Multimedia University where I studied mass communication. So I'm a journalist by profession.
That is so nice to hear, Honorable. That is splendid. Now, as a journalist, Honorable, what are the main things that are ailing our political scene in Kenya?
As we speak, the biggest problem that we have in our political scene is the issue of politics of money. And this is discouraging young people who aspire to be politicians. For example, some of us who are still young and would want to lead in one way or the other. And when you don't have resources, you are sometimes discouraged to participate in elective positions. Like especially now, people believe that for you to address them, in fact, they'll not even listen to the message you would want to pass to them. They're only waiting for that time that you'll give them that 50 shillings or 100 shillings. In fact, they will ask you, Igonyo Wasadi, one where it wapangola in Sadi. That has been what is now ailing the political scene. Then another thing is dishonesty. You know, most of the politicians, people believe most of the politicians are not saying the truth, because they will only use those sweet words when they want to be elected. And once they get into the office, they don't do what they promised the electorates. So dishonesty has really affected the political scene. Then another thing is violence, which has also affected the political scene, where you find that most of the times politicians resort to violence, or their supporters resort to violence. Those are the, I think, the main three issues that affect the political scene in the country.
Oh, well done. Now, your five pillars when you get into the office. What are the five pillars that you have that will help you project the best of your work as MCA Yimbo West?
First of all, I need to tell our people that an MCA has three main roles that he or she should be elected to do. The first role is the first role is representation. The second one is legislation, and then the third one is oversight. As an MCA, going by the current status in our ward, so many projects that were started in 2013 up to now that we are going to the third election since the inception of devolution, almost all those projects stalled. And this is now failure by the current leadership to do on an oversight on why the projects have stalled, yet they were allocated monies in the budget. The executive only does implementation, but now the oversight on how money has been spent, money that was allocated, how it has been spent, squarely lies with the MCA. So one of my biggest things that I'm going to do to the people of West Yimbo is to come up with policies, or to come up with proposals that will ensure that we address the healthcare crisis in our ward. In our ward, we have 4 health facilities. That is Gotagulu Sub-County Hospital, which is a level 4 hospital. Then we have Mageta Health Center. We have Usenge Dispensary. Then we have Nyenye Misori Dispensary. The 4 facilities are in sorry state, and I will refer them as sick hospitals, going by lack of the basic facilities that an hospital should have. Take, for example, Gotagulu Sub-County Hospital, where we need to have at least 2 doctors. And when you go there, the facilities are not there. We have children sharing a ward with women, which is not advisable. There's a mortuary that was started in 2014. Up to date, the mortuary has stalled. Other facilities like Nyenye Misori, when you go there, there's no water, there are no drugs, the staff, it has inadequate staff. So my main aim is to address the healthcare crisis by putting more resources in our healthcare system. For example, Gotagulu, we can decide as the people of West Yimbo that in every financial year, we don't give Gotagulu anything less than 4 million to do projects. If we can do that for the next 5 years, we'll be having about 20 million injected into improving the status of Gotagulu Sub-County Hospital. And this will spill to other facilities, the 3 remaining facilities. In terms of food security, our biggest economic activity in West Yimbo is fishing. And fishing has been a problem because of a number of reasons. And currently we have the cages, which is supplementing the traditional way of fishing. But even in the cages, you find that there are no clear laws that guide cage fish farming. For example, when a county government decides in a finance bill to tax those who are doing cage fish farming, and tax should come with services. And most people will ask that, why will you tax me? Why will you tax me if you are not giving me any service? Like for those people who are doing cage fish farming, they do it with their own money. They construct the cages with their own money. They buy the fingerlings with their own money. They buy the feeds with their own money. They security of those cages. They organize for security of those cages alone. So I would wish to put some legislation that guides cage fish farming, because currently an individual can own like 100 cages or even 1,000. And if this is not regulated, then people who would want to even install their 2 cages in the lake are not able to do that, because somebody will come, because he or she has money, he will decide to install cages in like 1,000 of them. So this is denying those people who have the potential to even put their cages, 1 cage in the lake, an opportunity to do so. I would want also to put on mechanisms on how the cage fish farmers will get subsidized fingerlings, subsidized fish feeds. Then they should also be provided with security and the cooling storages. That will help us in preventing post-harvest losses. Then when we go to training of our youth, and not necessarily youth, but our women and those of us who are living with disability. Currently, we have a Polytechnic which was launched recently at Nyayo. But when you look at the Polytechnic is not fully equipped. As an MCA, I was of the idea that once elected into the office, we can have the Polytechnic, But remember, there are people who went even to school, they graduated, they have the certificates, but they are unemployed simply because somebody went to school, did whatever the course he or she wanted to do. He comes back home, hustles for another 5 years, get discouraged, then resort to border or even fishing. So if we can put all mechanisms where we get our youth who would want to learn these technical courses, then we put some money to build a Juakali shed where we can say that all those people who are doing welding, those people who are doing carpentry, you go to the Juakali sheds. Once you go to the Juakali sheds, then we are going to allocate some money to buy the machines or the tools to use. Then we'll now decide that if you are a welder, we are going to assign you like 3 youths whom you'll be training, and as they'll be training, at the end of the day, jioni, they'll get, even if it's 100 shillings, they'll get as they go back home. This will give somebody a reason to come back tomorrow. So they'll be learning on the job, and other mechanisms that we'll put in place. That's why I say we'll do job training for our youths, women and persons with disability. Another thing that I would want to do, which is something that has been neglected in our ward, that is talent and sports. Like for the last 10 years, if you check at the budget, there is always an allocation of 500,000 for sports. But this is not enough. 500,000 is not enough for promoting our sports. So as an MCA, I would wish to put measures that will increase this amount from 500,000 2 million or even 3 million, so that we put focus on sports and development and talent development. That will give our youth an opportunity to showcase their talents and address the issue of unemployment, because we have youths who have talent, but if they can make use of those talents, then they can get jobs elsewhere. Basically, those are the key. Those are the key things that I would want to do to the people of West Yimbo.
Mheshimiwa, the youth are the majority and they can determine what happens in this electioneering period. What are you telling these youths? What should they do so that we can change all that you have said, have told, and all that? What is it that we can do?
Yes, youths are the majority, and there has been a big challenge, and the biggest challenge has been lack of involvement or lack of participation of the youth in terms of decision making. To some extent, I would say it's what has been witnessed in the past. Like to some extent, youths have lost hope. Sometimes when we were growing up, we were being told that youths are the leaders of tomorrow. But it appears that that tomorrow has never come. And as we are speaking, and the voter registration is going on, having the majority of the youth, you find that youths, majority of them have not registered to participate in an election. And just as I've said, majority of them seems to have lost hope. But we are telling them that registering as a voter and coming out to vote is a democratic right. And that is the only way that you'll determine the kind of leadership you want. If you have registered as a voter, you'll have a voice on what you will want to be done for you as a youth. But if you've not participated in registering and voting as a youth, then you'll have no voice. So I'm just appealing to youths from West Yimbo that this is the time. You see, us who have now decided to come out after waiting for that tomorrow to come. For us, the tomorrow has now come, and we want to be in that negotiating table as a youth. So I'm also appealing to our youth who are yet to register that they should come out, register as voters, because there is hope. There is hope, and they should grab that opportunity.
Mheshimiwa, why the politics? Sir Charles Njonjo once said that politics is a dirty game. Why would a journalist leave his job and join politics? What is it that you want to do that Osoyo did not do? What is it that you want to do that other MCAs who are before you did not do?
This is a question that I've been asked so many times, that why would I want to leave my job and get into politics? I always tell people that when you see those people want to get into politics, there are two categories of people. Those who are seeking employment and those who want to serve their people. As Isaiah Gwengi, I've been a journalist for more than 10 years. And what I've been doing is service to our people. I've been highlighting problems that affects our people. I've been into the villages, deep down into the villages. I've seen the kind of suffering that our people go. I've seen the problems in terms of roads, inaccessibility. I've seen water problems, food problems. I've seen so many things. And now you can't be complaining about problems all the time. A time has come that I want to be part of the solution to the people of West, to the problems facing the people of West Yimbo. I can say that my friend Willis has not done anything tangible to the electorates. He has done the much he can for the last 10 years. And where he didn't do better, I would like to work to improve it. I know there has been challenges in terms of legislation, oversight, and representation. I want to be the voice of the people of West Yimbo, that once I'm sent to Siaya, I'll be speaking on behalf of the people of West Yimbo. I'll be highlighting their problems and getting solutions in return.
Finally, Bwana Isaiah Gwengi, ageno ni jopinyo winjo twakni, koro adwani kwa ombulu.
To the people of West Yimbo, West Yimbo is a place that I hold dearly to my heart. I went to Kanyibok Primary School, which is in West Yimbo. I went to Senge High School, which is in West Yimbo. My mom is from Kanyibok, which is also in West Yimbo. And I'm also married near Kanyibok, which is also in West Yimbo. So that shows how much I'm attached to West Yimbo, that I would really want to serve them. All I'm requesting from the people of West Yimbo, that we walk this journey. We walk this journey, discuss and see where the challenges are, so that when we sit down, then we realize the dream of West Yimbo that we would want to see in the next 5 years. I'm not going to do anything magic, but I would want to sit down with the people of West Yimbo and discuss each and every issue that affects them. And we will only do what the people of West Yimbo want, not what Isaiah Gwengi wants. I will only guide them where necessary. I would want the people of West Yimbo, be it that fishmonger, be it that poor woman, to be on the negotiating table. I would want to be to see that farmer be on the negotiating table, on the decision-making table, so that we involve each and every sector to participate in decision-making. I know we are going to nominations at the party primaries. All I'm requesting our people to come out and vote for that person that has their interest at heart. Let us maintain peace. Let us maintain peace. I'm a law-abiding citizen and a peace-loving citizen. I would want that we have a peaceful election. I would want us, the church, to pray for us so that the country will be at peace. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for viewing our show. This has been Politics 2022, and we have been having with us Honorable Isaiah Gwengi. Honorable Isaiah Gwengi is an aspirant MCA Yimbo West Ward. I am your presenter, Otieno Isaiah. Till next time, thank you so much, and always remember to subscribe to our channel and also share the videos so that the information can reach as many target groups as possible. Asante sana Bwana Isaiah Gwengi for coming to our studios. Thank you.